What is up, guys? My name is Nick and welcome back to another Modern Warfare 3 video. Today we're going to be just keeping it short and simple. We're going to go into the most important settings in the game. Not settings that don't matter to you guys, just settings that are actually important and the ones you guys need to change, and not the ones that kind of go with how you guys play and stuff and for your specific playstyle. We're going to stick to settings that will actually make you guys better at the game. Let's get into it, guys. Now, first off, I want to say if you want your game to look beautiful, and I'm saying, like, let's say your game looks like this right here, but you actually want it to look like this, there's literally just one thing you guys need to change. After this, we'll get into some actual settings in the game to show you guys for controller and all that kind of stuff. But for now, let's show you guys how to make your game look better. Basically, what you want to do is go over to your settings tab, go over to graphics, stay on display. Like, I don't know if you're on console, if you have this or not, but wherever you go to get your brightness, go there. All right, guys, make sure that the not visible is actually not visible, the barely visible is actually barely visible, and the easily visible is easily visible. You don't want to have it set too high because then your game's going to look washed out. You don't want to have it set too low because it's going to look really dark and stuff. So for me, I'm going to leave it at 55. That seems to be really nice right there, and pretty much that's it. Now, everything else, like let's say the quality and stuff, depending on what you're playing on, you can set it to whatever you want. It doesn't matter. Your field of view doesn't matter, all right? Whatever you guys are comfortable at. Like I said, we're not going to be talking about that kind of stuff, but you also want to go over to the camera here and turn off world motion blur, turn off weapon motion blur. This is going to actually help you guys be a lot better at the game. It's going to be easier to spot enemies with these off right here, so make sure they're off. Your film grain you want to set all the way to 0, and then the camera shake you want to put it to the least, which is 50%. Now that's going to be it for that right there. After that, you're going to go into interface, and then we'll go into controller in a second. But in the interface, there's a few things you guys could go here. And basically, your HUD bounce, if you're playing on a small monitor, I'm playing on a small monitor, you could stretch it out to the max. If you're playing on a large TV and stuff, I would recommend bringing this in as much as you can. And the reason why you want to do that is so that your minimap isn't all the way stretched out to the corner. It's actually closer towards the center of your screen. It's not going to be in the center, obviously, but you don't have to move your whole head to look at your minimap and stuff, which is going to save you guys a couple of seconds. So definitely do that. Now, the minimap shape, you want to set that to square. You do not want it to be circle. Square is going to help you see a lot more of the map itself. So if there's enemies and stuff in those little corners and stuff, you can easily see them. And then the last thing I want to talk about is your crosshairs right here. You're going to go ahead and open that up. You're going to turn on the center dot and set it to the largest. All right, you want it at the largest. If it's small, it's not that good. You might miss it. You might not see it that well. If it's really large, you're going to be able to see it nicely in game, and you're going to be able to drop enemies really easily. Once you get that center dot on them, just start shooting even before you ADS and stuff, and you will connect a few of those bullets. Now, like I said, man, we're going to get into controller settings because there's a few things I want to talk about with you guys here. And basically, what I like to do is I like to go and put on a default stick layout preset. The reason I do this is just because I like it. It is what it is, and I kind of like that the way it is. And then after that, your controller vibration, I recommend turning this off. Every time your controller vibrates when you're playing the game, it's shaking, your thumb is shaking with it, you're messing up a little bit on that right joystick, which means your accuracy isn't going to be 100% perfect. If you want it to be 100% perfect, turn that off right there. Then we got, I think, the button layout right here. I have it set to custom, so I jump with R3 rather than knife. I jump with this instead, and then I knife with X. I'm just on the basic PlayStation 5 controller, by the way, guys. Nothing to it. That's just pretty much it. And basically, you want to do that. And I play flipped as well. So you guys want to go ahead and play flipped so you can shoot with L1 and R1 rather than L2 and R2. You go into this right here. I don't know why it's locked at the moment, but I just go into this right here. You should be able to turn it on or off. Don't worry about it. For me, it's locked, I think, because I have this off. No, not even. I don't know why it's locked, but it is what it is. You're gonna go ahead and turn on flipped. If you're on an Xbox controller, I don't recommend turning off flipped. It feels awkward, but PlayStation, go ahead and do it for sure. And then after that, we got the dead zone inputs, and what I recommend here is your left stick minimum. You actually want to go ahead and put that down to 5 and the max up at 40. This is going to be best for movement and stuff like that. You don't have to overstretch your stick. You don't have to do much. It's going to activate stuff right away. Mine is at 5 because I have a little bit of stick drift. You can put that down to 0. It doesn't really matter. And then your right stick, again, wherever, if you have stick drift, you want to put this up a bit. If you could put it all the way to 0, put it all the way to 0. And then the maximum 100 is good for that right there. I didn't mean to back out of that, but that's going to be it for that. And then for aiming, sensitivity is all up to you guys. But the last thing I do want to talk about is your aiming sensitivity when ADS. So this is this one right here, the custom sensitivity per zoom. You're going to open this up, and I recommend turning the first two down to 0.95. All right, your low zoom 0.95 and your 2 to 3 times scopes down to 0.95 as well. This is going to help you guys remain super accurate when shooting at the enemies and all that kind of stuff. And then pretty much all this, you can set it to whatever you want, whatever you guys like. I'm not going to tell you what to do. Like I said, it's just the important settings I wanted to talk about this video. I guess one last thing I could talk about is I have it on linear, and I also have it on Black Ops, which is for the aim assist type. So I have aim assist type on Black Ops, and I have aim response curve type on linear. That's gonna be it for the video. If you guys enjoy it, make sure to drop a like, sub to the channel if those notifications are on. Thank you guys for watching. I wanted to keep this one short and simple, so if you did enjoy it, that subscribe button's right there. I do appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.